about the technical difficulties. In any case, though, our first program that we're going to be looking at today is Evolution. And Evolution, I showed you that one too, actually, is not only a task manager, but it does email, it does memos, calendars, and contacts as well. All of that. And we call that PIM, Personal Information Manager. I am not going to authenticate to that right now. Okay. One thing about Evolution is it's really a trade-off. It's a powerful program with a cluttered interface. So that's the real nuisance of it, in my opinion. In any case, though, let's take a look at what we have. Let's say you want to make a task list. Okay, so you just hit this arrow, select task list. We are going to leave this on this computer. Okay, maybe you teach at a school, so you can say school stuff, as an example. We give it a color to help recognize what tasks are from what list. Let's give that red. Didn't go through. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this as the default task list. Hit OK. Here's school stuff. Okay. We'll do a new task. It says group school stuff, so we know that's what we're looking for. Let's put grade Native American essays. Okay, here you have a start date and a due date, and those essays were turned in on Friday. We want to give them back as quickly as possible, so we'll set that as a Monday due date. Okay. And hit this button up here, or do file save, either way. Okay, so this shows up in red, so we know that it's in school stuff. We click it, we get this summary up here, the due date, and there's also a description. Fairly simple. We might visit calendar another time. I might do calendar next week. Oh, and I meant to mention this to you guys. I do apologize. I wanted to do a review of Linpa's Linux Lite, but unfortunately their image file, their ISO, has some sort of defect in it. It doesn't download properly, but I will attempt to do that at some point in time. We just can't do it yet. Okay? So that's Evolution. Let's take a look at another one. Task. This is the only one, actually, that I've never shown you before. Okay. So, task and getting things known are two very simple task managers. They have extremely simple interfaces with fewer features, but for some people it might be perfectly fine, especially considering that extremely cluttered interface that we see in Evolution. So let's take that same example. Grade Native American essays. Okay, and we'll file that under work. And if we hit this right here, we get to select when we're going to do this. Okay, so we're going to take care of that tomorrow, as it says right here. This is taken care of. Alright. And if you have a son named Joseph, for instance, maybe Joseph needs a dentist appointment made, we put that in family. There it is. And we're going to do that on Monday. Okay. So we see here, this is our summary. Tomorrow, we're going to grade the Native American essays. And we're going to make Joseph's dentist appointment on the 14th, which is within the next 7 days, on Monday. Okay. As far as I have found, this is such a simple program. There's nothing more to look at really. There is no such thing as a due date in here, which can be a downside for some people. But that's another option for you if you're interested in that. Okay, one last one to take a look at, and that's getting things known. Again, we already looked at this one, but let's do it one last time. Getting a little dehydrated. Excuse me. Okay. First things first. Close task pane. Gonna get rid of that. Alright. So, got this interface. It's a nice happy medium, I think, between task and evolution. It's still simple to use, but it's got a nice mix of features in it. I'm going to do new task. Again, grade Native American essays. And we're going to make this due for Monday. This one is from 80 days ago. Let's get rid of it. Okay, I'll take care of that later. Alright. So, there's that. The downside here is that you can't make a list. There is a way around it, and that is to make everything a subtask. For instance, this right here is a task. All of these, like learn how to use plugins, subtasks, tags, so on and so forth, those are all subtasks. So in this case, what we're going to do is turn this into school. And we're going to clear the due date from it. The school does not have a due date. And then we're going to go new subtask. Okay. And this will be grade Native American essays. Due for Monday. There we go. So you see here that school has one active task. And we are going to delete that. Okay. The downside here, this says 9 active tasks, but you'll notice there are 6 tasks here and 1 there. The reason for that is it counts these as well. So, although there are 6 tasks here and 1 task there, it's actually going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, another downside. All these programs have their upsides and downsides. This can be perfectly usable for some people. It's just a matter of who you are and what you need. It can be very easy, very usable. Same thing with Evolution or Task. There are some other managers out there, and I might revisit this at some point in time. For now, though, thanks for watching the Linux Tutorial Show.